All right, and I'll deal with that later. Hopefully I'll be able to make it back up in the quiz. So now, like we always do, right? We start with counting, and then we do basic addition and multiplication and division, and then we do some word problems. But the word problems are not going to be any more difficult unless, and this is a big deal, you have a difficult time visualizing shapes. And that is a big issue that a lot of students have. So let's take a look at what's expected here. Noor? No, there's no way. Noor is buying wood trim to put around the outside of her kitchen. So in this case, we are very, very gently easing our way into word problems because it's really just an addition problem again, right? This is not actually a word problem. You could totally just ignore all of this text. All of that. You could just ignore all of that. And it could just say find the perimeter and you'd be good, right? This is an excellent example of pacing and an excellent example of scaffolding. They are pulling away layers of support as the student progresses. And I think that's a very important thing that teachers need to do more. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and 6 is 22. Nope, there we go. Typos, also the bane of high school students using Khan Academy, or any student using Khan Academy. Bella's rectangle. So Bella uses 324 by 30 centimeter. So it's going to be 24 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah? Ooh, here we go. 24 times 6. Well, 20 times 6 is 120. 4 times 6 is 24, so that's 144. And then 30 is 174. And then 30 over here is 204. I'm 95% confident in that. Very nice. Well done, me. Again, I'm not really going to stop and explain the addition a lot. I will narrate what I'm doing mentally. But again, your process may vary, and that's okay. June used 56 centimeters to go around the edge of a rectangular lid. The lid was 13 centimeters long. Draw a diagram. Draw a diagram. For God's sake, draw a diagram. Draw a diagram. I'm going to switch over to ink to shape. And I'm going to draw a rectangle. And then I'm going to undo ink to shape. And then I'm going to move the rectangle to a useful place. Draw it. For God's sake, draw it. Unless you are capable of perfectly visualizing things in your head, which some people are, and if you are capable, draw it anyway. Why? Because remember, when you solve a math problem, you aren't just solving a math problem. You are putting yourself into a position where you can communicate that result to others, and people need diagrams. Draw a diagram. Did I get it through yet? Okay. Histrel, welcome. Glad you're here. Thank you for contributing to the advantageous challenge. I need to calm down a little bit because I'm peaking a touch. So, the lid is 13 centimeters long. Well, wait a second. Is the lid 13 centimeters long or is the lid 13 centimeters long? It doesn't matter. This is not necessarily drawn to scale. I am going to choose horizontal for length and vertical for width, but it doesn't matter. I've seen it both ways, as Sean Spencer has said repeatedly. Which means this is 13 as well, because rectangles. And we don't know what that is, and we don't know what that is, but we know they are equal. Very important. Same as we had before. So again, we don't have the algebra tools to say 2x plus 26 equals 56, which is what this is. This is 2x plus 26 equals 56. But we don't have variables yet. Instead, we're going to recognize that we have the perimeter 56 centimeters. The perimeter is the big number, so to find the two smaller numbers, we will have to subtract. 56 minus 13 and 13 is 26. You could subtract them each individually, or you can add them together and then subtract. Either way is fine. Either way, we get 30. And again, even without variables, we know that because there is 30 centimeters left over two sides that are equal, we can just divide by 2 and get 15 centimeters per side. So we did, in fact, label it incorrectly because clearly the shorter one ended up being labeled bigger. But again, who cares, right? The diagram is not intended to be a perfect representation of reality. It's intended to be there to help you visualize what's going on, to get you to the solution that you want, which in this case is 15 centimeters. Delete this thing too. There we go. 15. Moving on. Jules adds a border around his mirror. It is a triangle. Each side is 35 centimeters long. Triangle, 35 centimeters long. 35 times 3 is 105. How did I do that? 30 times 3 is 90. 5 times 3 is 15. 90 and 15. 105. I am on fire. I just needed to warm up. I'm feeling much better now. Okay.